I am live, as promised. This is your special Saturday stream. We are... Hi Dan. And thank you for the auto-hosts, Leaky and Alkesh. We are going to be playing LA Noire. Now, I have to get 5 stars in every case. I have already done 9 cases. Excuse me, I just downed a bunch of water and now I've got the hiccups. We have to get 5 stars in each case for the achievement that we're doing. And let me just double check. Where's my list? L. There we go. I think I loaded up the game, so I've got the right disc in. So we've got to get 5 stars in each case. I've worked through the patrol desk and the traffic desk and got 5 stars in all the cases I could get. 5 stars. I'm doing an intro, Dan. Just be patient while I prattle for 2 minutes. Bloody hell, that's loud. Hang on. Right. So I loaded up the game and I'm starting with the red lipstick murder, which is the first case on the homicide desk. So, I don't even know. There we go. I haven't got any lights on at the moment because it's daylight and the sun's shining in, but I've also got really wet hair. Thanks for the host, OP, because I just had a shower. And I think there's a Ray and possibly an Alkesh, but that might be a ghost. I'm fairly certain Dopey's asleep right now. Yeah, you just got in. Ah, and Alkesh is lurking. That is okay, you're allowed to lurk. I will not judge. Why are you being a sneaky ninja, Ray? Oh, I am. Nope, this is not sneaky. This is what I promised. So I've got the walkthrough up because I think I was using it so I could get the 5 stars because I don't want to have to replay anything. But I will not be following it exactly. I should be just using it as a reference so I don't miss anything because it'd be boring if you just had me watching. Okay, so I think we've literally just oh, hang on. UK clue. Oh, lipstick. Oh, maybe we started this already. So investigate the Bomber Club. Hang on. You literally booted the page. Cool. Okay, so I've already been to the crime scene by the looks of it. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's our briefing. We got a murder victim, murder suspect. Investigate the Noire's crime scene. Oh, this is the one up the hill, is it? No. Oh, the Black Dahlia. Oh, yes. Okay, so went to the crime scene. We picked up. Okay, so we looked at the body. We've got blunt force trauma, missing jewellery, size 8 shoe prints, lipstick, club lighter. There was supposed to be some writing on the body as well, which I may not have picked up. May have to go back to the crime scene. Ah, no, what does the writing on the body say? BD, Black Dahlia. Okay, so there was writing, but it doesn't come up as a clue, apparently. Okay, right, so we got that. Just we're trying to figure out why. Oh, thank you for the auto host, Jesse, who's probably asleep. So how are you doing, Ray? Not seen you in a while, I think. And also has everyone else. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I think so, because you have replied to me already, so... Okay, so Dahlia, a new objective, investigate the Bomber Club. Right, so we have to go to the Bomber Club. Cool. So that's what we're doing. Right. I can't remember the control for getting him to drive. No, that's unhelpful. Gameplay, that might be it. No.
course.
I'm holding a button.
You can drive.
There we go. Holding down
Fine.
Y is
Where are we
going to
headed?
drive. We're going to the Bamba Club. He's doing all the driving because you get marked down for causing damage. So unless I have to drive, I'm not going to drive. And hopefully I'll still get my 5-star rating. Okay, Bamba Club. Bamba Club. So let's talk to the barman. Barmans know everything.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
How's the
Garrett
balance of
Mason.
the audio?
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I
Also,
fill in at
very
bars
wet
when
hat.
I
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He's a very
He sits at
smarmy
the back
bartender.
of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him.
Is that a
there anything
flower?
else?
Inquire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
I think he's a bit of a ganguero. What?
It's got to be this smarmy guy who's wearing a white thing. Oh,
Detective
thank
Phelps,
you for
LAPD.
the...
We're
Auto host
investigating the
Tiger Lady.
murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
Tiger Lady's auto host.
Christ.
You going to pay for that?
Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine is... was a lovely woman.
Okay.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Yes. How he opens paper is hilarious.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
I may have already done part of this, but it didn't save, because I have that achievement. I think. Unless I'm on the wrong. Let me just double check what I've got. Yeah, so I think it saves at the end of the section. Obviously I didn't get to the point where it's saved. And then, yeah, I did a single street crime case. I think that was for one of the competitions, looking at it. Christmas, probably. Okay, so, yeah. We did a bit of Walking Dead yesterday. Right, cool. Now we've got... How he opens paper is really just hilarious.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
He looks shifty.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Okay, phone.
I think he's a bit of a gangster.
Phone.
Let's get out of here.
Phone.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks.
Cool. Right, now we drive to the residence.
Sam is taking...
Can you drive to this one?
Henry.
And where exactly are we going?
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killing.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother.
I have done a
Worse than I could
whole
ever have
kilometer walking this week. Just looking at my Pokemon Go, and that was when I went out for a walk around the side of the park because I needed to get some fresh air. I know they say you're allowed out for exercise, but when I've got nowhere to go, walking just seems kind of pointless. I don't really do any other kind of exercise. Because I can't go swimming because they've closed the pool, and, you know. Never mind. Sorry, I was just checking the Pokemons while I was driving. Right, go to the residence. This is going to be the residence. Or is that not the residence? I don't know. There's the door. I was like, where's the door?
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Well, I
Side
suppose it's
window's
some
been jimmied.
exercise,
Looks like
but
somebody's creeped the joint.
oh yeah, newspaper headlines. May as well pick those up while I'm going, otherwise.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My
Yes,
colleagues had
doctor is
made all the
creepy.
necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Poor guy. Okay.
Probably nothing.
It vibrated. It does its tingly music thing.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Shoo.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Fair enough. That's not going to be a clue. Let me out.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459.
Tiffany?
142 North.
The rest of this stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring. A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Can't run in the house. Oh no, we can run in the house. I'm using the wrong thing. Ooh. What's her name?
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Okay, where's my car?
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Seems like a decent guy.
JTI. Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. Keep the hats up our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
15, 17, 18.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
That she's...
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he clearly has no clue what's going on.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Where are all the rooms in this place?
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you drive past it. We'll be back in a few minutes. Sit tight.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Aha, bedroom. Shoes. Did yeah, it's a size 11. We want size 8.
11. Advice?
Ask him some questions. Keep it simple. I'll do the rest.
Okay,
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A
bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
We know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there, he calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
Yes, you are.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Okay, motive.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Yeah, the note I just found.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Oh, I lost my
Not
hat already. I didn't
being
even get a chance to
rational.
not lose it. But yeah, I've still got it on in the cutscene. Oh well, I'm sure I'll get another chance.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Messages. Oh, there was a phone over here. I'm not sure how terribly interesting this stream will be, but you know, hey.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Hopefully, it'd be a good idea how long each case takes.
Phelps,
Thinking
1247.
45 minutes-ish per case. So we can't skip
How
stuff.
can I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
I don't think, yeah, I can't skip any cutscenes because I've not played this before. Right, we're going back to Central then.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I will hurt
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Fresh, clean moisture permeates every leaf of tobacco.
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment call, Phelps?
No, sir.
Good. I thought not. Jacob Henry is a sob-sister pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution. Are you prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway agrees with me.
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. A bird in hand is always worth two in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob and the public will sleep easier tonight. Run along now, folks. I've warmed them up nicely for you.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to 45.
Okay, door.
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Okay, access to murder weapon.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her and dragged her into the car and then took her out to the moors. She woke up and you smashed her face in with a socket wrench.
No.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on, try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
I can. The bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams. She was an aviator, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird. But she never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. It's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security, That was never going to be enough.
Okay.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages. First, where the couple love each other equally and everything's roses. And then there's the other, where one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me, who love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
Your marriage was over. You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
You're lying.
Jenny Horgan says you blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. The DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her, all right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do? Took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
Missing jewelry.
Why did you break into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
That is a good point.
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet ring, given to her by her old boyfriend, Dick McCall.
I never knew that. I lived with that woman for 3 years, and I never knew that. Well, in that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Phelps, you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps.
Sorry,
really
I'm
hope so.
playing on my phone.
I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
Through in the cutscenes, because I have done this before. Just... my bad. You know, I'm trying to do my normal morning stuff as well as doing this. I'm a little bit distracted. I will put my phone down. I'm sorry. Okay, exit. I always get lost in this place, even though there are signs.
We can still pull down a conviction for the skipper if we chase down this Mendez guy.
Nah, I mean, I've played it before, and I've got, like...
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Reference so that I didn't miss anything, because I've got to get 5 stars, and it's kind of...
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights
gonna take a
as
long
the
time
werewolf?
anyway.
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter in.
15 hours.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself
Did
with
say
any
at the
number of
beginning.
things you don't want when you're sober.
But yeah,
That's
there's a
why
lot of
you never
unskippable
sober up.
stuff, so I was just...
Exactly.
Playing puzzles. Playing puzzles. I can multitask. Yeah, I think I 100%ed it on the 360. I think... no, I may have... I've definitely completed the game and I've gotten a good percentage of it. I may have some miscellaneous achievements left. Mendez, 16.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Fourth floor.
Here.
The apartment's up on the top floor.
I keep on wanting to run with the left trigger thing that I've got set up on my Elite, but it's the actual left trigger. So I keep on hitting the wrong thing and going, you can't run! Right.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Okay, so I want shoes. I did complete it, cool. I remember spending ages trying to get the bloody block to drop. Oh yeah, gold handle means I can open it. Shoot. And I couldn't remember whether it was this one. I don't think I've got to that case yet.
Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
Yeah, this looks very suspicious.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
Yeah, I think what happened was I had to get like 100% for a UHH thing. Possibly.
With Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
So I think I just got all the miscellaneous achievements while I was there.
We have the murder weapon. Better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Okay.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
I'm going out a window apparently.
Mendez, stop right there.
Where? Oh, he's over there.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
It's also remembering the things as well. Yeah, okay, I did complete it, so I don't have that one outstanding. That's good. But I obviously still got to complete this one. Now we have to do some driving, which is going to be fun.
Get in and drive.
Oh, for crying out loud, yeah. No, don't cause too much damage, she says as she bashes it. Also, hi, Alkesh. Yeah, I think I said hi earlier. You were lurking, it's fine. Yeah, this is bad. I also don't know where he is. I might just, yeah. I'm just gonna do that again.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
There we go. I'd gone the wrong way, so yeah. Pro-strim indeed. Yes.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I think that did it. And I got a blink bloop.
Murder of Celine Henry. Hands behind your head.
There we go. That was much better. When I knew where I was going, it's because I went the wrong way. And then I was like, okay, I just bashed into everything. I forgot how to drive. So this, I think, is the end of the case. Why'd he kill her, though?
I ain't seen
Also
a goddamn
tea.
thing.
Ugh.
You did a grand job, lads.
Okay, so that was just under an hour.
That's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new...
And that wasn't even the whole case. This is going to be slow going because there are 26 cases and I've now done 10. So we'll do as much as we can today, and then we'll maybe try and get, because I've got plans at 4. So aside from a break for lunch, we'll stream until 4-ish, just before. He didn't get a drink. Depending on how late that goes, I might stream something different tonight. I might see if I can get some achievements in something else. There's got to be something, right? Oh, I got 5 stars. Thank God for that. It still caused damage, but you know, not too bad. So the next case is what's the next case? It's going to be another homicide one. While I'm waiting for this cutscene, I'm going to do my daily puzzle. That is totally the wrong colour. Sorry, I like playing Picross, so I have a few Picrossy things. Also, as I've seen all these before, it's, you know, tricky to get up enthusiasm for watching them again.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
Yeah, I'll bring him if I have to.
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Okie dokes, let's go. Can't run in the police station though. Oh no, we can.
You think the vice boys get any on the side?
I spend a lot of my time lost in this place.
Decent guy?
But luckily, when I'm following the dude, it's fine. Make breakfast. Aww. You're so sweet.
You can drive.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right.
Oh, which reminds me, I need to get
knew you were a
something
fast
out.
Phelps. You might get
I'll
one
just leave this
after
cutscene
all.
on. I'll be right back.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have 2 of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for
So
that
you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the
Almost
Dahlia
believe he's
case?
competent.
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Detective?
Puzzle.
I was
Right.
first on
Okay.
scene.
What am I doing? Where's the body? It's a good idea to start with the body.
Come on, you can tell me. So hey, what's going on over there?
Up the hill? Does help if I press the right key to... Right, okay. Start with the body. Cool. It's always weird how he just like straddles her.
Look at your mark. It's very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
What's this mark? Cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Okay. Evidence markers. Deirdre Muller.
Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
And wodge of cash.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Nope, there's lots of footprints
Detective, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Just grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Okay, so I mean, to be fair, we did find the bloody murder weapon on the guy that we arrested in the first case.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home, not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Right, okay. Wrong. Oh, God. God damn it. Keep on doing the wrong, I'm also going to have to... I remember having to do the cars. I hate having to do the cars on this.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Muller residence. No, you drive because I don't want to cause lots of damage. And if I don't have to drive, we're good.
There still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phil?
Maybe
Don't make
after
any
your third
insinuations
divorce, you should
about
realise
my
that there's
wife.
something wrong with you,
Hey,
mate,
she's a
and
woman.
not the women.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Then don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
I seem to remember, though, this story does not end well with Foucault. I kind of wanted an L.A. Noire 2. People keep on, like, hinting about an L.A. Noire 2. Or at least there have been hints about an L.A. Noire 2. I would be quite happy with that. I did really enjoy this game.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
I like the books. We probably shouldn't be interviewing a child without the parents present, but...
We're gonna have a look around.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Oh, look! I'm betting they're size 8. I mean, there's coincidence
Size
and then
8.
there's coincidence, but...
Explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
And a ring case.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Burb.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Prison con...
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Crossword.
Try.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
Okay, let's contact.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Okay, that does not look true.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Pen.
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy,
Yes, we probably should not be
Go to your
talking
room,
to
young
her
lady.
without her father
She's not even out of
present.
school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found?
It's that guy from
What?
from Heroes.
But she only...
The cop guy. Oh, I liked him. He was a good guy.
We have some
He had
questions
the
that
mind
we would like
reading.
to ask you.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, I should rewatch that. Footprints.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Dude, we found your
Why are you
boots.
lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
We found your boots.
That's funny.
Ah!
The work boots we found here are
Okay,
size
I just
8s.
dropped the phone on my...
Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
You know a lot about other people's penises then?
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was at a dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Okay. Alibi.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, then why could your daughter not get in contact with you?
You should come clean if you're having an affair, or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Your daughter said you weren't.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
Your daughter said
It
that
is
you
true,
had a
Hugo.
fight.
You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
No, but there was a bit of a bunch.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you
This
heard
case
her.
is called the Golden Butterfly.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Muller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
Well, I don't know whether that's going to backfire or not.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Okay, let's remember the run key.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir.
Do-do-do.
They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Muller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Muller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Muller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
They've been talking about on the radio?
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Yay! Tackle! Oh, and I got a bleep bloop. Tackle, tackle, tackle. Okay, what were you trying to burn? Well, have a shoe. You were trying to burn a shoe. You
This doesn't look
dumbass.
good, Hugo. I can explain the blood. Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't... No one's home and...
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
Call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Hang on, we've got a phone call-y thing.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective.
Phelps, badge 1247.
We get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie.
I need an
Way
address
Street.
on a Belmont High
Send
School.
someone down from Juvenile
Checking
Hall and
for
look
you,
after a
Detective.
young lady.
Roger, 11K.
Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay.
Now there's an oxymoron for you.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
Okay.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging it.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
They will pay $6.50 of their wages.
Right. Mortuary.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Samples on the bench.
are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Okay. Shoe prints.
The shoe prints? Size 8s. Very similar to the impressions from the Henry case.
Now, who do we remember got caught in bloody size 8s? I think we have our bird.
Right.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Okay, hang on, there's a phone. We need to do a call. Oops. That's not where the phone is. Where's the phone? Is that a phone? No, that's not a phone. Ah, phone over here.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe, registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller, has been found in the parking lot adjoining Belmont High School and playing fields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thank you.
Right, car, we're going to the school. Wrong way.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed? Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that, the coroner's.
How so?
You don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Can we still be friends?
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
Oh, thank you for the host,
yes,
King.
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes.
Maney, appreciate that.
There's the son of a bitch.
Welcome
now.
to anyone joining from that stream.
Go, Phelps, I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
6 people. Okay, right. I got the chasey one last time. It's like tap A to tackle. It's like, yes, but also I've got to jump. Come on! Where's my partner? Oh, he's coming up. Good. Oh, god damn it. I'm very bad at losing my hat. One of these fights I'll end up not losing my hat.
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
That's disgusting.
Assessment, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
Great. And I would love to make you for that, you Okie motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli.
Butterfly
You are in
blurge.
very deep trouble.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm gonna take out my gun, and I'm gonna count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
I have to say that, you know, yeah. For once, I think. Rusty's not too bad. Right, okay. Open the boot, finally. Bloody rope.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Yeah, you just put your hands on it, you numbass.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Well, I mean, it's like all neatly laid out. Okay, phone.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Mahler homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Oh.
Thanks for your help.
And my phone wants to play. Right, is this our car? This is our car. Thank you very much.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going? I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now. go soft on me in here, Phelps.
Okay.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest.
Which one do we want? Interview room 2.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were
Hold up.
burning your blood-stained shoes.
Aye.
You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
What is the way?
I swear I didn't kill her.
Ow.
Give me that lie test, I can prove it.
I really need to go for a walk.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Ray has spoken.
Because I knew
Indeed.
you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
My calves are tired.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Maybe I'll go for a walk later.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Okay.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
We found your work.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene
It
of
is
the crime
Greg.
last
I knew it was Greg.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
I was thinking it's Greg, but I wasn't sure whether that was the name of the character
Green
on
overalls,
Heroes or
bloodstained,
whether that
with
was
the
the
initials
name of
HM
the
found in the
actor.
trunk of your wife's car.
But yeah,
They can't be mine.
he's a good
Hugo?
cop with
'Cause if they were yours,
telepathy.
they'd be
He's
in
not
the
a
incinerator
murderer.
too.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Also, hi 12 Camp.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
We has tire iron. It has blood on it.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Leave. Okay, so I'm guessing the other... Oh, where's the damn door? Thank you. Guessing the other one's in interview room 1. Which is where? Interview room 1, this way. I'm just going to follow him. I think he knows where we're going.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Interview room 1. Okay, scum. Don't like scum.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
What size boot do you wear, Eli?
Kind of like anything I can get my hands on. I'm wearing 11s.
You're maybe 5'5", 5'6".
It's going okay.
You wear
How's
size
yours?
11s? I don't think so, Eli.
That might be on the large side. Maybe 10s.
Maybe 8s.
Now that I come to think of it.
Why punish children with your iniquity, Eli?
You think I was never punished?
You must know what you're doing is evil.
Well, son, nobody's perfect.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I've had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't misplace big yellow letters HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping, am I right?
I prefer braid, tie hitching braid, stays tied.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Okay, that's interesting.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things, and you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
You know what?
Eli Rooney, I'm charging
him up.
you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap. I ain't a killer.
Nope, but you're a pervert. And we don't like perverts, so... You're going down for it.
Phelps, Galloway, congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys?
Browsing channels or browsing games?
Receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about
I'm just
passage of the case. We need swift and merciless.
Doing a 5-star playthrough of this. I like this game. I want more like this sort of story. 5 stars. Beautiful. The Golden Butterfly. At some point, we're going to actually have to find the real killer.
Phelps, we captured 2 regular armies. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing. See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we're fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Silk Stocking Murder! I'm guessing this is gonna be more dead ladies, unfortunately. It's not a good spree.
was
I like
just
it when I'm on the
discussing
arson
with Finbar
desk.
Here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked.
What I'll probably do is...
Another naked woman,
Because I got
sir?
through the other one
Yes.
kind of quick.
We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first
Volume.
struck.
Phelps is politely
Volume.
trying
Thank you.
to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Yes, you too. Stay safe.
young
And
Phelps,
thanks for
you win
thanks for
some,
watching.
and you lose some in police work.
Feel free to
You're
drop me a
happy
follow
with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the
in
moon,
case you want to
boys.
come back.
The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an
But you don't have to. Don't feel obligated.
Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
So yes, I'll probably do this case, then break for lunch, and then come back for a little bit more. Maybe see if we can get another couple of cases in. Maybe we can finish Homicide. Ooh, we got an outfit apparently. Ooh, and we got rank 13, right? Okay. Excuse me, you can drive.
You have the address?
I think it's nice background noise anyway. You know, people are doing their days.
The next one will be
Everyone's
opposite
stuck
Central
inside.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill
I
the
also really need to brush my hair at some point, otherwise it's gonna dry really frizzy.
It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
The Chicago suburb of Skokie, Illinois.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Okay, show.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Carruthers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Okie ducks. Start with the body. This looks quite mean.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
I'm just wondering if there's any feedback on the mic.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Nope, that's the head still. Did that one already.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. Skin under the fingernails.
Sorry.
Kiss the blood. BD. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered, naked.
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered.
Yeah,
all
wasn't
put
the
on
Black
display,
Dahlia a
all with
doctor?
messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Val?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Oh, kidducks. Right, what do we got?
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
And that would be the silk stocking that vibrated.
May as well follow the trail.
Hat. Oh, the Black Dahlia killer. They never caught.
Antonia.
I didn't think
Oh,
so.
Same as the library
It's
card.
like the Zodiac killer and Jack the Ripper. But I think maybe it's one of these cases. Shoo. That's not what I wanted to select. I wanted to select the shoe.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
This is clearly a trail. Oh.
On it goes.
It's clearly, you know, an artificial trail. Something shining over there.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook. You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Clearly.
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
He's going to do his weird paper unfoldy thing again. Oh, hello.
It's got to be a code or a
Dice.
cipher.
253.
Where are you taking us?
Don't like being led. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. It's not
Empty.
paper.
Where is all of this meant to be taking us? Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. You got a new MO. I told you he wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident. Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
The trail points up.
You're fighting your way through Children of Mortar and you're not sure what to do. Oh dear.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
What does the achievement say? Does it have any
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this. Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Complete. Oh, in-run events. Okay, no idea what that is, but. I think I got all the clues. Well, the music stopped. It's always a good sign.
You know the way. You can drive.
There is no guide, you're not
Fine.
quite sure what counts, and
headed?
you have 1 out of 10. Oh, bless.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
Right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for.
Oh,
Get
for
him,
5 hours.
we've
Oh,
closed the
dear.
case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Oh, damn. The ratio's not high, so it shouldn't be grindy. Okay, fair enough. Maybe post on the forums. Post on the forums, see if anyone, or maybe if you've got any friends that have done the game and they've got the achievement.
Wait just a moment.
Fair enough. Good luck with it. I just caught a shiny
Sorry.
drowsy.
Can I help you?
It's pink.
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs.
You
Maldonado
don't have
was
friends,
found
Sally.
dead this morning.
It's a Game Pass game,
Dead?
right?
Oh, no.
Isn't it?
She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs.
I mean, you could ask Ulkash. Ulkash
Last
seems to
one.
know everything.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Sorry, I'm just volunteering you, Ulkash. It's just because you always know everything.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Oh, you haven't played Child and Water, fair enough.
So someone broke in using
like a
this
fence
thing instead of a
post.
crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Only because we played Phoenix Wright and it kind of looks like the fence post.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Oh, we've got some paper. It's very precise. Oh, okay. Antonia, further to my previous correspondence of August 7th, I am writing to inform you that your petition to the Superior Court
Okay, we have an address.
has been accepted. Told that your husband has been served. In my experience, a woman's plaintiff's presence in cases like this one can do much to influence proceedings. If your husband does not appear, it can only help our chances. I'm guessing divorce. Is Children of Mortar the one that, oh, where's the lady? You're a family and something or other?
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Possible.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof.
Cheek.
Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar.
What are we nudge, wink,
She's been
wink?
drinking
Oh!
quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado
Yes.
Bar. It's a Latino
You
place
wanted,
on North Los Angeles Street.
Artifacts.
Only a couple of blocks from where
right,
we found the
yeah.
body.
Tomorrow? Is tomorrow okay? Because today's kind of planned out and,
You've had a break-in?
No, that can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti.
Charlie Murder. And you'll have to add me on 360 so that we can
I have no idea what you are
talk
talking
on there. Okay, there's a broken window, lady.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an
Just
iron
rather
bar
do
to
it
jimmy
sooner
the
rather
back
than later so I
window?
don't forget.
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Okay. I said
Antonia
this weekend,
and her
I'm
husband
sure.
were estranged?
Rather than today, but
Yes.
I said, or maybe I said I would
She
have a look
moved here
today.
after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
It's
But
because
Antonia
Daisy
still
can play
wore a
today,
wedding
but
ring?
not tomorrow, so.
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we can check out the El Dorado one.
Husband.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going? A nosy old hag?
I believe he said
I
that.
thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
I managed to get my Game Pass
Game Pass. You know, the Game Pass quests, monthly one with the 1,000 points for doing all the whatevers, because it finally gave me the Game Pass ones from the ones that I tried previously. Obviously there was a bit of a backlog on the server, but it gave me the credits, so that was good. Where's the mailboxes? There's usually mailboxes. There we are. Three or four.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
All right. Now look.
No, my hat!
Come quietly, Mr. Maldonado.
I got nothing to say to you.
Not good at, ducking.
Same fucking.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no.
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it! You think I'd kill my own wife?
Is there any delay? I seem to have a red something or other.
Should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Oh, and I need more tea, so I should be back momentarily. Yeah, it looks like it's dropped some frames, but hopefully it's not too bad. You shall what, Dan? But I will, once I finish this case, I'll stop the stream and pause for
Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me.
stop the stream for lunch and then back. Oh, well, that's like.
This will take some explaining.
Oh, I got the hiccups now.
Just picked Fruit Market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi, he's toast.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Yeah. Talk to neighbors, okay.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Oh, my brother got his cable ties? Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars, too. You should check it out.
Okie dokes, right. No. Door. Is that? No. Doors. Stairs. I want stairs. Sorry, I'm hungry. It's getting close to lunchtime. I just want to finish this one up because otherwise it's going to take forever. I mean, it's already going to take forever. It's, you know, I want to take as little as forever as possible.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Car 11K, car 11K, come in. Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
You're behind the wheel.
Car 11 King, Car 11 King, come in.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
They're waiting down in tech services, Phelps.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir. This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case. Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Post.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
I got lots of post-its, obviously been piling up. Maybe they had to like decontaminate stuff or something.
What are we waiting for?
Well, I don't know. What are we waiting for? Have we got the dude? Can we interview the dude? Yes, apparently yes.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
Oh, it's a coupe. Hey, that's a good clue.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
You were?
I don't believe you, Angel.
Well, how about
She'd been
that?
granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit.
Hey, Licky.
Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Right, now we can go. Go to the bar.
You know the way.
And then
You
it's
can drive.
lunchtime.
Where exactly are we
Oh,
going?
okay, bar, market, then lunchtime. I'm hungry.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No, no. A broad drinks. She gets a bit tight. She starts
That'll be
mouthing
3
off.
cases down, so that's
This
12
needs
out of
that, and
26.
She ends up in an alleyway. A sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000
Yay!
times.
Oh, good.
I
I'm
don't
glad
even
you
wanna
figured
see
out
a
what you're meant to be
connection
doing,
here.
Dan.
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't
But
need
your
to go
soup is
looking
ready
for
first.
the
Fair
monster
enough.
under the bed.
Enjoy your soup. Might. Okay, fair enough.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. So what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, She left a letter on the bar.
Guess your soup. I want to say tomato. It's a good.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Good standard. I mean, my favorite soup is chicken and mushroom, but doesn't mean that's yours. I mean, you know, they've got. I need some clues if I'm not right. So.
Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Okay. Leek and potato.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
It is a vegetable and a herb. Okay.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace.
Carrot and
Some
parsley?
kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
Ooh, actually that makes more sense. Carrot and coriander.
Can't say for sure.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No
Pea
problem.
and parsley.
Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
It's across the road. Half right. Did I get the vegetable or the herb right?
Handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
I think I missed a bit. There was
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
pea and mint. Okay. I'm not good with soups. As I said, I'm kind of boring.
The guy from the papers. Saw that.
Ronnie.
So,
Clem. Okay. Hang on. Apparently I'm in a... Oh my god, it's Leo! Apparently I'm in an interview. Fair enough. I just went back to the bar and I'm suddenly in an interview.
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention,
glitched.
Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much.
Leo from
I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Well, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab,
Yes,
but
Brian
I couldn't
Krause.
get her one.
But Leo from
I
Charmed.
offered a driver, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
He's going to end up being the bad guy, isn't he?
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
It was a good
Why
show.
would you want to do that?
Do
Because
not
we say so.
be afraid
I
to
guess you
admit that
can.
you watched it.
Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh. No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stick
You
is
never
dead,
saw
the
it?
chief usually feels they can do whatever they like.
I have all
Must
the
have seen it during
seasons.
the war.
Though some of them were better than others. And then they did a reboot and it's just not the same. Plus, not possible to see.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Alright, we've got another run.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
The fruit guy's getting away, Phelps. Now who's about to get picked?
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Did it. Hopefully. Hopefully I didn't cause too much damage. Don't think I killed anyone, so that's okay. Hopefully I still got my 5-star. Oh no, Leo, you bad, bad boy.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
I mean, there's all these clues in places. It's tricky. There's obviously things have been planted.
The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names.
Where to put my phone?
Now, on your way.
Ah, it's fallen down. Okay, come on. 5 stars! Thank God for that. Oh, only $10 of city damage. Alright, so let's do the next cutscene and then we'll pause it, and then we'll stop the stream to have lunch.
It looks pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon
And I'll be
leads.
back,
How can
I
we
don't know,
fail?
half an
Skip
hour,
with the
45
shadow
minutes?
leading the show. Who the fuck is the shadow?
Lieutenant Phelps, the shadow of death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A
I mean,
swamp?
Extra Life I had my meals prepared. This one I don't have prepared, so... And then I'll be finishing at 4, just before 4. So I've got plans with Daisy. So next one is the White Shoe Sleigh. Okay, so, alright, we're going to end the stream here for now. I'll be back soon-ish. So, you know, stay tuned, I'll be back. But for now, I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. I'm going to have my lunch. I will see you all in a bit. Thank you for watching.